Hey guys, what's up? Oh my god, it feels like it's been like forever. So, how you guys been? I was just checking my channel out and I noticed that I got 3 subscribers since last night. So, hello. What's up? Thanks for joining the fun. You're gonna have fun in here. This is the fun channel, right? I'm an Uber driver. My name is Jasmine, and this is the fun channel. This is where you come when you want to see those stories on Uber about Uber rides. I got you. You're gonna see. But I wanted to start off by saying thank you to everyone for watching my videos. Thanks for coming by, leaving me a comment. Thank you very much. Because when I get those comments, I get so excited. I could be half asleep and I wake up. I'll wake up and I'll like, who's texting me on YouTube? Let me get back to them. Let me write to them. Yeah, so it's exciting. I don't know. This is all exciting to me because I don't have many people that I talk to every day. So if you guys write to me, then you guys are someone that I can speak to, so I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited because today I'm doing the crazy stories. But the most exciting part is I'm showing you guys how I'm going to do the pumpkin chai latte that Starbucks be like doing. It's done at Starbucks, but it's good in my house because I'm gonna show you all the recipes and how I make it. I want to start like making this drink and bringing it to work, so like that, it makes my beginning of my shift more exciting. So I want to show y'all. So I'm gonna switch to that room over there where the light is on. And look at my little Grogu. I love him. It's so cute. If you haven't watched Disney's Mandalorian, The Mandalorian, so freaking good. So good. I love that show. My son put me onto that show. So I'm gonna go to this kitchen. We're gonna make this drink, and then I'm gonna tell y'all the craziest stories. You're gonna be like shocked. You're probably gonna be like, get the heck out of here. What you do after that? But let me set y'all up real quick. Okay, I got all the stuff ready here, but I'm gonna put all the recipes and stuff in the description below. So just check that out if you want to make it at home. You do need a kind of like one of these frothers, like 10-15 bucks on Amazon. I didn't link this one, but it's just a frother. So just look up, this one is BODUM, Bodum. Yeah, it's a little cute one. It's small like this to make the to make the little froth for it. So if you want to have the whole setup, that's what you need to make the little what's it called, the cold foam on top for this drink. But either way, let me start with the crazy stories. Oh my god, I have this phone here, so if you see me look down, it's because I have my little notes, so like that I'm like, which other story was it? Okay, so there was this time I was dropping off this guy and these 2 ladies. They were really obnoxious. First of all, like they're like, stop at the store, or stop at Taco Bell, and I said, okay, I'll stop. And then it took forever because it was like the hugest line. So people don't understand, when you stop at Taco Bell and it takes a long time to get through that drive-through, that's time for me that I could have gotten money on. Like, let's say people get out of the club at 2 and I pick you up at 2. Me stopping at a Taco Bell, you're killing my busiest time. So for customers out there, just know, don't make Uber drivers stop, especially when it's like busy. When it's not that busy, you can ask if we could stop and give us that option, because sometimes we have other plans. We say, okay, I wanted to get to Tampa, or I wanted to get to St. Pete because it's busy. But you know, some people are very inconsiderate and they don't even like tip you well. They just like do what I want and that's it, you know. So I'm gonna wash my hands quick. But yeah, so we stopped at the Taco Bell, and the lady was obnoxious. She was even like rude to like the employees there. So I was a little embarrassed because I'm driving the car, so they think it's me, you know. So we're gonna put ice in this. I usually try to put at least like half a cup. Icy because, you know, some of the stuff gets like warm, so I don't like mine warm. So it's up to you how much ice you want to put. Oh, by the way, these cups, I think my daughter bought them at Amazon. They come, you know, they come with the lids. They come, let me show you the lid. These lids. They're kind of like the ones that Starbucks uses with the little thing there. Hope you can see that. But let me keep telling y'all, because I'm gonna, as I go, I'm gonna make the drink, because the drink is gonna be pretty quick. So we'll put the ice in there, right? So we stop at the Taco Bell. We end up getting to their home. As soon, because there was two ladies in the back, there was a guy in the front. As soon as the guy in the front stepped out of my car, I could see on my seat that there's like water running, something running down the seat. And I'm like, what is that? I looked at his hands, he didn't have no drink. I'm like, I just said that, so like that, I can bring attention that something happened here. So I told him, I think you spilled your drink. And then the girl in the back looks over, she's like, she pats the seat. She pats the seat. She goes like that, she goes, I'm like, why would you do that? I don't know. But either way, she notices that he peed on my seat. So she went out and I told her, can you please give me like a towel or something? Because they were rude the whole time. So she wasn't really, you know, she wasn't really worried about it. Now, at the time, I didn't know I could like contact Uber about it and stuff like that. I was just like lost. I think it was the beginning of my time working for Uber. And I was like, whatever. She's like, I'll tip you well on the app or whatever. She gave me 20 bucks. 20 bucks for pee on the seat. She brought a towel out. She did all that, but still, it's like, my goodness. All right, so what I do next is I'll put the milk. It's 2%. You could either do that one. My daughter has this one, so I'm gonna show you guys. My daughter uses this one. It's Chobani oat milk. I linked everything below. So you can use 2%. I like 2% better. Or you could use that one. But let's start with the chai. That's the chai. If you want to screenshot it, but I put it in the description, like I said. Okay. So, alrighty. It's like cardboard, so it's like poofing up. All right, so we're gonna pour this in. I like this part better than milk, so I pour it as high as the ice is. Yeah. And then milk. I pour about that much because you want to leave enough room for the cold foam. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm getting back to my little, I said, man, I want my pumpkin chai. See? I got my little butter knife just, and then now I add some sugar. This is French vanilla sugar. I feel like you guys can't see, so I think I'm gonna put it down more. You put as much as you feel like, but I usually just pour some in, and if it needs more, you know. So there's that. That's all you need. Milk, chai, and the sugar. All right. So that was one of my crazy stories, okay? One of my crazies, all right? So I, you know, they ended up paying me 20 bucks. I feel like it wasn't worth it because I had to go and pay a cleaner to clean my seat out, okay? So that wasn't worth, you know, the 20 bucks. I don't want pee on my seat. That's it. Simple as that. He was an older guy, so I didn't, you know, I felt bad, but okay. So there's another one. There's the old guys from the golf tournament. There's a lot of people that come here. They'll travel here just to golf because, you know, it's good weather in Florida, and they come. So these people, oh my God, they were acting like they were 15 years old. The guys, I mean, they're like 40s, 50s maybe. And you would think they act normal. No, what they did first was they asked me if they could lap it. I was like, F it, like just let them, right? So they jump in the car. We're going through the whole ride, they're like yelling and screaming, and then they're saying like disrespectful stuff in the back. Like they'll try to like say stuff to me, but I'll ignore them completely and I'll just keep going because I was just trying to get to my destination. Ends up, you know, they don't tip, of course, but you know, I already told you guys, I don't mind about the tip because I work and I make my living however I need to. Now, if you're nice enough to leave a tip, that's nice, you know. Am I saying we don't need tips? Yes, of course we need tips. That's gas, that's our tires, you're helping out if you tip us, you know. Because a lot of people feel like they don't need to tip and they don't care. And I feel like to each his own, and I don't sweat it because God got my back, all right? God got my back, all right? I ain't worried about anyone. So they don't tip, they're loud and everything, and then all of a sudden I hear this noise the next day, and it happened to be that and it might have not been just them, but like I knew that they were bouncing in the back seat, and my wheel bearing on my tire, the wheel bearing, I had to replace that. That's how bad they were like bouncing around the back, you know? That's why when people are in your car and you do an Uber, you could tell them to stop, you know, because then you have to fix your car and that costs money. And you don't have money for that, you know, for people to be playing around, joking around. So that's that one. All right, this is melting, but I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get through a few of these. The time I kicked family out of my car, oh my God. So this time, it wasn't like horrible, but it was like 4 people in my car. The girl in the front was the youngest girl there. The 3 in the back seemed like the mom, the dad, the uncle. The uncle was pretty quiet. The mom and the dad were complaining a lot. The daughter in the front, I think she was the daughter, was laughing at everything. So me and her were vibing, right? We're just like laughing because I'm the type, you see my videos, I laugh a lot when I'm nervous, right? Well, she made it like where she wanted to joke around, and there was a joke about everything, and we were just laughing. Now all of a sudden her parents were like continued complaining to her about how she's joking around and stuff like that. So I'm like, I said, I don't mean to be like rude if you guys are bothered to. She's like, oh, it seems like you're smoking weed. It seems like you're high. And I'm just like, I don't smoke weed, sir. But you don't need to take my ride. I'm like, you can get out. Oh, well, we'll get out. I said, okay. We were on a highway, so I had to get off the exit, went to the corner, dropped them off. Done. Get out. You don't like being in my car? They were acting weird. This went on for a while because it was a long ride, and that day it was a busy night. There was a lot of surges out. Surges, which means we're getting paid more, you know, per ride. So yeah, I'll kick somebody. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. Oh, this is the other part. This is the craziest part about it, is that his wife says something to me. I don't know. I didn't say anything to her that was offensive because I'm not like that. Her mother was in the back. I don't want to curse on here, but she said, "You're a effing B." You're a effing bee. I said, oh, I'm an effing bee? Okay. All right. Well, you guys got to get out now. I felt bad for the daughter because the daughter was in the front and she was like shocked that her parents were acting away. And she even apologized when I dropped them off. I thought she would be mad or something, but I was just like, I'm sorry, I couldn't do with it, you know. And she said, it's okay, I'm so sorry. Like, she felt bad, so, because she knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. Oh my God, all right, so it skipped over to something. So let's do a little bit of this. Let's finish this so I can sip on this while I talk to y'all. Y'all gonna be hating. All right, so there's that. So we did the milk, right? I do this first, right? And then we did the milk and we put a little bit of sugar in there. I'm probably gonna add more, but I don't know, I'm gonna taste it first. Yeah, a little more. A little more. It already tastes good. All right. Now I have this little bowl. You can use any cup. I just used this one because I thought it was cute for the video. All right. So this is heavy whipping cream. All right. You can use the other. I think there's one brand, and it's kind of like this. It's I think it's called the half and half one, but I don't know the brand. But this is the one I get because it's cheaper and it works really well. Like this one works really well. Can I get this open? That's the thing. Okay, here we go. All right, so I usually just pour. You can pour as much as you want. I pour to like the bottom. I don't pour a lot because you don't want to make too much, right? And then I have this thing that's so heavy. It's pumpkin pie sauce from Torani. That's the brand. Same brand as this. This one, I usually have the little bottle. I don't know where I put it because I moved recently. So you put enough in it. You don't want to put too much. So put enough, and then if you want to add more, you can. And it's okay. So it's heavy cream, the pumpkin sauce, and I put some of this in it, just so it gives it like that sweet taste. Now we get to use this. All right. So you don't want to turn this on and like stick it in there. I feel like if you do that, it makes a mess. And I'm not gonna show you, I'm not gonna demonstrate that part, all right? But let's hope this doesn't go crazy on me. There's a little button down here. All right, I'm going the wrong way. All right, here we go. I do this for 2 minutes. It's 9:43. Don't hit the bottom of the bowl with it. Look, it's already foaming up. Don't hit the bottom because you want it to be free spinning around. All right. I usually go up and down like this, just so it fluffs it even more. Let me show you how it's looking. We got 2 minutes, but I'm not gonna keep you. Oh. No, epic fail. Yeah, see how it looks. The whole camera fell. Like, it was almost falling. I had to grab it because I only have one hand right now because I have the whisk or the frother in here. And yeah, it was tilting. I was like, timber. So, all right. So it's at 9:45 right now. Turn this off. I just let it, I'm everything with, trying to keep everything clean. around something so you can see it. Alright, staging here. So I just pour it all over. I could have probably put more chai in it. Or put more of this in it. Or put more pumpkin in it. Yeah, not horrible. The last part is this part. Let me show you. Alright, that part is a pumpkin pie spice. And you sprinkle it on. I'll show you. Usually I try to make it really pretty, but just sprinkle it on top. There goes your drink. I put extra because I like extra because it tastes so good. So let me rinse this off. Check it out. Doesn't it look the same, y'all? Really good. I gotta try it. It even has that little thing like the coffee lids have. Let's try. Okay, if you like pumpkin, the pumpkin pie chai, you gotta try this because it's really good. I'm gonna clean up, then we can sit and sip. Sit and sip. Okay, where were we? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that ride, I felt bad in a way, but I didn't because the way they were acting the whole time was like, what is wrong? What is wrong? And why is it wrong that me and your daughter are having a good time and you guys are not? I kind of felt like I wanted to stop, but then the daughter didn't want to stop. So I can't tell her to shut the heck up, right? I think she was rebelling against her parents or something. But either way, she was older. You could tell she was drinking, or maybe she was high. I don't know. Another time, a few times I've gotten a Uber ride, and when I get there, the police are there, and the one guy, he was like bleeding and stuff, and they put him in my car, and I'm just like, why are you guys putting this guy in my car? Like, what's going on? So you could reject the ride right there too, like if you wanted to. But the guy ended up being okay. Like, it was just, I don't know. I don't remember the story, what he told me. But I think maybe he got in trouble for being drunk and like walking around doing something stupid. But either way, he was fine. Like, what's crazy about it, he was bleeding, and I was like, what is going on? And then another time I picked somebody up and the cops were there. It was like, I guess his buddy had got pulled over, and his buddy, I don't know if he had a warrant or what, but they arrested his friend and he didn't have a ride home, so he had to get an Uber. So it wasn't crazy, but it's like crazy to pull up and it's like the cops are there and you're like, I've done that like on a highway too, where it's telling you, the GPS is telling you stop somewhere on the highway, and I'm like, and they text you though. They was texting me like, hey, I'm between these exits and all this stuff. I'm like, this is weird. But either way, that's not too crazy, right? But I'll tell you some crazy ones. Oh, I had this girl, I picked her up from, I think it was Ybor, downtown somewhere in Tampa. And she was so drunk. Like, by the time, like, I hit the light, like where I got to the light close to her house, she tried to like get out the car when I was at the red light. You know, everybody was screaming like, "No, don't get out the car." You know, when we dropped them, she came out the car and she fell out of the car. Luckily, she didn't do that at the red light, right? But she like fell, dropped. Her friends had to like they were trying to pick her up, like, get up, and she wouldn't get up. Those are scary. Like, what? Maybe somebody, you know, because you never know, like, what happens if a Uber driver, you know, has this person that passed out, you know, you're gonna have to call 911, I guess, you know. But her friends got her to safety and they got her to get up, and I just kept on moving, you know. But those are crazy, like what happens? And you're sitting there for hours trying to, you know, call the police and ambulance or whatever. So there was this one girl I picked up from downtown St. Pete. I think that's a story. I had mentioned this in my past video. There was this girl and I picked her up, and she seems pretty cool. So she was singing a song that I was like singing that whole week. I was like, I love this song or whatever. Then she gets in my car and she's like, can you play this song? And I'm like, get out of here. So the devil works in mysterious ways, right? You know that I was listening to that song. He gets this girl in my car and I'm like, oh, she's cool. Get her in my car. They end up wanting to stop at a store. While her boyfriend was at the store, she was in the back seat and she was trying to do some stuff up her nose, you know. And I was like, no, you can't do that in my car. Like, and then by the time he came out, he was trying to get there. So I figured the story out. When he came out, he's like, park over there. And I was like, why? And he goes, the lady at the store, she's getting us some drinks, and it's like past the time it's supposed to be, so we have to park over here. I said no. At that point, I'm just like, you're canceled, done, over, kicked them out, you know. Luckily, nothing happened. Like, they were really like, they weren't like aggressive towards me. They were more like, oh, please, just let us. Like, that ride, it was a long ride. I'm cutting it short. Let's just say that. And I was like, those are some of the things that we go through. Like, people try to do stuff in the back seat, and you know, things like buy beer or whatever after a certain time. I can get in trouble for that. You know, the store worker could get in trouble for that. So I'm not, and then police, you know, police could be involved. I didn't want to be in that situation. So I like told them that I gotta go. It was enough. It was a long ride. It wasn't just that, like, it was just a lot. It was just crazy. And I just never experienced that, like that before, you know? Where you think somebody's cool and you're like, okay, they're nice. They like the same song I do. And then all of a sudden, it's the craziest ride you've ever had. So I'm glad I got them out the car, because if they would have, I would have got pulled over, you know, and then they're drunk already, so. Let's see what. Oh my God, I have so many like throw up stories, but this one, I don't know. You know what it is for somebody to get in your car, they're not feeling good. I have to drive maybe an hour to get to their house. I went out of the way. Like, I don't usually do this. It was to like Sarasota. I was an hour from Tampa. I live like close to an hour from Tampa. So for me to drive that far, and then you throw up in my car, then she didn't tell me. What happened was I smelled the throw up. So when I go to the back of the car, I don't see anything on the seat. So all of a sudden I look at the door. The freaking throw up was in the cup holder of the door. So what did I have to do, you know? I still gotta make money that night, you know? It's disgusting. Luckily I had like paper towels and stuff like that, but That's rude for you to walk out of my car and not tell me like, hey, I'm sorry, I threw up. I'm gonna go get stuff to clean it out. Not even that, you know, I'm just like, who are these people? Who raised you? Either way, I've had a few people like that have thrown up and not told me anything. I did have I did have 2 lawyers in my car once. This is how it went. I picked them up from a steakhouse. The wife looked very drunk, and they told me that they recently had a baby. We had a good conversation. Recently had a baby, so the wife is very sensitive to alcohol. When she drinks, is like, you know, if you know as a parent, when you have a baby, you're very sensitive. So because when she drinks, it's like she drank like 10 bottles, okay? So she had a bunch of wine. And when she gets in the car, where, you know, everything's fine. We're just talking. Me and her husband are talking and stuff. And I'm congratulating them on their baby. And all of a sudden, I hear something. And I just know, because I've done this so many times. Like, I've had people in my car and that's happened. So at first, you have the whiff of their throw up. Imagine that. Yeah. You smell it. You smell it. So then you still have to be like, because me, I'm like, they have to tell me something, right? I usually try to tell them, are you okay? Like, or did you need me to stop? You know, this time I'm just like, they got it. They're going to tell me something, right? The lady starts throwing up. You know those water bottles? The ones we get, you know, it could be Poland Spring or whatever water bottles you guys get. Just a regular water bottle. She's trying to throw up in the bottle. Like, you can hear her like, and you can hear the crinkling of the bottle. This is what she's doing in the back seat. And I'm just like, I don't hear it loud enough, but she's like trying to cover it up, you know? So then I let them finally tell me, because the thing, what happened was, you could imagine, it's just like all over her. It's getting on my car. And they're like, you know what? I'm so sorry to tell you, but my wife threw up in your car. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, I'm the type, like, I don't get mad. A lot of people will probably be like, what the heck? Like, oh my God, like, in front of the customer. And for me, I don't know why. I just always be like, oh, it's okay, don't worry. Like, we'll figure it out. Oh. I'm like, so ends up, she has to throw up again. She starts throwing up again in the bottle, and I'm just like telling her, like, if you need me to stop, I'll stop. Just let me know ahead of time. Like, just try to tell me as soon as possible. I'll stop the car. This is what a lot of people don't understand. When they're nauseous and they're in the car, they probably don't have the mindset to say stop, right? But it's like, tell the driver that we don't mind. We'd rather stop than you throw up in the car. So just say, hey, can you stop quick? And we'll pull over, believe it. When we hear, can you stop quick? Yes, we are pulling over. This one, this story. So the lawyer, the husband, he's, so we're driving and stuff. Let's say this first. I get pulled over while they're in my car. This is how I find out they're lawyers, right? So I get pulled over. What's it called? The lawyer starts telling me how she's a lawyer. She's the wife. Both of them. We're both lawyers. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. She's drunk. I didn't do anything. Well, I really didn't do anything. I was just driving. So the cops pulls me over and he goes, did you know why I pulled you over? I said, no. She told me before he even like got to the window, she's like, put your hands on the steering wheel, turn off the ignition, you know, not in that order, but turn off the ignition, put your hands on the wheel and stuff like that. I feel like cops sometimes feel like you're sucking up to them when you do that, because I like to do it because I like them to feel safe. But then at the same time, then he starts getting aggressive, like, you know. Either way, luckily they were with me. he knew it was an Uber ride, so he probably didn't want to act out crazy. But he's like, I pulled you over because your tint was too dark. This is my old car. I had really dark, like limo tint. And he was like, you need to change that or whatever. This is a warning. He didn't give me a warning. And after we left, because nothing happened, he didn't give me a ticket. He just gave me a warning. Luckily, right? I'm grateful for that. And then she was like, he didn't even give you a paperwork for the warning. That's BS, you know? So I'm laughing. I'm like, this girl, she's, oh my goodness. So on top of her throwing up, everything, the cops pull us over. I got lawyers in the back. I was chilling. I was like, okay, I got lawyers in the back, so I'm good. Then her husband starts talking about, so now you're going to contact Uber and let them know that we threw up in your car, right? And I said, yeah, that's what I would normally would have to do. He goes, well, how about, and then he kept thinking and thinking, how about, how much do they charge? How much do they charge on Uber? And this was back when they used to pay us like $200 for an incident like that. And he goes, I'm gonna give you $400. I'm gonna give you $400. His wife was like, what? I'm gonna give you $400 so I don't report it. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, are you I said, hold on first. I said, hold on, are you sure about that? Like, he was like, yeah. Because he was looking at his wife going, oh my God, like, there's a mess back there. So by the time we went to his house, before he even got to the house, he gave me the money. He said, no, I'm going to go get the stuff to clean your car. So he went and got like Lysol and stuff like that, and he cleaned out the car. They wouldn't even let me look at the mess. She was full of it. Like she was like, I would give you a hug. But I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. But those are some of the craziest stories. I'm glad I don't have nobody's name. I would never put nobody out there like that. But, oh yeah, let me tell y'all one more. This one, it was, they didn't throw up in my car, all right? I picked them up from a Christmas party, so this was recently. Picked them up from a Christmas party. It was a wife and a husband, and he says, hey, I got a cooler. You mind if I put that in the trunk? I said, I don't mind. So I'm thinking maybe it's empty or not. I don't know. But either way, he puts it in the trunk, gets in the car. From the time he gets in the car, he like zoned out, like he blacked out. So ends up he needs to throw up. So I'm here crossing traffic. There's two cars next to me and the gas station's right next to me. So I like cross over in front of those cars to get to the gas station. So like that, I can get there as soon as possible, because he's telling me, I'm gonna throw up. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna freaking throw up. So I pull over. He goes all the way to behind the gas station. He don't even go in the gas station. He goes behind the gas station, sits there for a while. His wife goes to him because she was talking to me, like trying to keep me busy, because it was a busy night. That night was a busy night, and she was trying to keep me busy. So they were really nice people too. They're from Massachusetts. I was raised there, so I know like their personality is like, they're so cool. So the whole time he's apologizing. He's like, I'm so sorry. And then I'm like, you're fine. So then she goes and checks on him. I'm sorry, I gotta go grab him water. Grabs him water. And then they both come to the car eventually, right? She's like, oh my God, he's back there. So then come to the car. As soon as we get in the car, we start driving, and he's like, I gotta throw up. I'm like, there's no like side like where I live on this Highway 19, it's like a 4-lane kind of street. It's not a highway, but it's a 4-lane street. It's like near plazas, and there's no like side. What do you call those? The side of the road. There's nowhere to pull over, so I needed to pull into a street. So the thing is that me going fast, because that's 55 miles per hour, I had to turn into that street quick because there's not gonna be another street for a minute, right? So I pulled over. Everything was fine, but I was in the middle of the road and stopped, and he was hanging out my car. Like he opened the door and he hung out my car trying to throw up. The whole time his wife keeps talking to me, and I'm just like, patiently, like these rides, like you gotta be patient. You gotta be like, let's just get through this and get him out, you know? So, cause I liked her, she was nice. But so he was hanging out in my car for a while. So she finally tells him like, hey, we are in an Uber, you need to go. Let's get in the car. She doesn't understand how blacked out he is. He is so blacked out. Maybe she did, and she was playing it off good. But either way, I get him to the house. She tries to pull him out. Again, she's talking to me. She's finally like, okay, we gotta get you out of the car. We gotta get out of here. So she pulls him from the back seat, like she pulls his arm back so he can get up, and he falls right to his knees, like right to his knees. And I was like, oh my God. So I felt so bad for him. I put his arm around me and I said, okay, in 3, 1, 2, 3. He heard that. I said 1, 2, 3. He got up. And then from that point on, he was able to walk and get to the house or whatever. I found out he was a cop. I found out he was a cop. And that's why he kept saying sorry, that he was so embarrassed. But she kept telling me, it's not a sob story, but like he lost somebody in his life, and then he lost his dog. That's pretty, you know, to lose 2 important people in your life, you know, or pet in your life. I understand. So she tried to say that's what it was about, but I feel like he was just drunk. She said that he usually just drinks beer, but then his friends were pressuring him to drink liquor. And I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to put him out there like that. But that cop, I know he didn't want to see my face. Y'all forgot one part. The cooler, right? The cooler was in the trunk. I forgot because I had another ride that came in. So I like took off. They forgot because he was like falling all over the place. So then I called Uber and told them, hey, they forgot their stuff in my car. They tried to contact me once. I tried to call them back. And then after that, nothing, you know? So I said, I'm not going to keep trying if they're not going to try. They know how to reach me. They know that I try to reach out to them. So ends up, I look in the cooler. I open my trunk, really. The whole water inside the cooler spilled all over. So I had to, when I got home, because imagine, I'm here driving and going everywhere. When I got home, I had to take that cooler out, clean the whole thing out. It was just like extra work. They did tip me though. She gave me $6 in the car and told me she would tip me when she gets to the house. And I'm like, I told you about these rides. When people tell you they're gonna tip you, they're probably not gonna tip you, okay? So, but then she did. So I was shocked. It was $50. I was shocked. So she tipped me like $6 in the car, and then she gave me $50. So that was nice, you know. It was all right. But those are my crazy stories, yo. I have more, but I'm gonna leave some for later because this video is already long enough. I'm enjoying this. I'm trying to take a sip, but I keep forgetting. It's really good. I don't know. If y'all want the dupe to the pumpkin chai latte from Starbucks, there you go. Thank me later for it. Put it in the comments if you tried it out. You're gonna love it. It's very close to it. I wish I had the ice like they have, the little ice. I'm gonna go out later, so I'm gonna make another video, but this is just, I wanted to, I can't get my words right. It's like towards the end of the video, what do you say, right? You guys, I love you guys. Thank you for watching my videos every time. Like, I feel like we're starting this community here, you know? This is our little community. I love when people comment. Please comment. Please subscribe. You know, if you like my videos, I'm gonna be posting like crazy because I don't know. This is gonna be my thing to do now, you know? It's an addition to what I already do. I work really hard. I work 10, 12-hour days with Uber sometimes. I took a few days off because I was tired because I have personal problems I have mentioned in prior videos. If you see the prior videos, I don't want to talk about that no more. It's past me. Excuse me. It's past me, and I do not want to bring it into my life anymore. I'm not bringing that topic up. So if you want to know what it is, watch that other videos because you're going to see that I was like tired and complaining about something, and thank God it's better now. It's better now. Oh my God, it's so much better. It's like quiet, peace. That's what I need. But I'll see y'all on the next one. Yeah. I get so excited. I don't know, when I see comments and people like and they subscribe. Subscribes are like slow a little bit, so please take the time out. I'm basically an Uber driver, Uber Eats driver, and I'll be posting, you know, letting y'all know how y'all can make extra money. If you're struggling, if you're tired of your job, try Uber. I'm still doing it. I've been doing it 3 years. So I started 2022, 3 years. I've been doing it, you know. I lost one of my cars though, but I have a rental right now. There's always possibilities with Uber. It's like, I enjoy it because I have a hard time. Like, I get anxiety trying to look for a new job, doing the resume and doing all this. So right now I'm just trying to find like a way to maybe start a business, you know, buy some land, put a little mobile home on it. I don't care. I'll build a house later if I have the money for it. For now, get out of these apartments. You know, I love this apartment. This apartment is nice, you know. Excuse the mess. These apartments are nice, you know. I don't have much, you know. I have a lot. Let me say that because you can't be negative and you gotta be grateful. But either way, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for sticking around this long. This is a long video, but I might try to cut it. Either way, I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all later. Comment below. Comment. Like it. Like it. I'll see ya. I'm gonna record me driving tonight. All right, so I'll wait for that video later. All right, love y'all. Mwah.